Hello, how are you all doing? I hope you are good. I hope you are cool. How have you guys been finding the beginner series so far? How has it been? Do you like it? Have you even watched any? Let me know in the comment section. If you've watched anyone and you liked it, you don't like it, what would you want to see? Just let me know in the comment section. And if you are not watching, I want to ask you why. Why are you not watching? I guess if you are seeing this video, it means that at least you're about to watch one. But let me know how you like it. So yeah, this is another installment in our beginner series. It's going to be a simple tutorial, I'm hoping. And if you are wondering why I have a full face of makeup when we are going to be doing a tutorial, not to worry. You don't have to worry. I have too much energy for somebody who is supposed to be in bed. This is 15 minutes to 11 p.m. and I don't know where this energy is coming from, but I come alive in the night. I'm not a morning person at all. Nighttime, I just come alive, which is very, very problematic because why did I just go into this unnecessary chat? Yap. That's not why we are here. That's not why we are here. So today's video is all about the eyes. It's all about the eyes. Last video was all about the base. So if you want to know how to achieve a flawless base like the one I have on currently, go back and watch the last video. Today we are going to be focusing on eyeshadow. A simple eye makeup tutorial for beginners. So if you are a beginner, this video is for you. On a normal day, I start my makeup with my eyes, which means that I prep my lid with concealers. But since we've gone the other way around, I'm going to be using a primer to prime my lid, which is the first step to your eyeshadow application, a primer. Like I said, you can use a concealer or a proper eyeshadow primer. I have this one from Zaron, which is what I'm going to be using to prime my lid. This is what it looks like. If you are using a concealer to prime your eyes, you want to go in with the concealer first, blend that in properly, and then you have to set it. You really do have to set it with a powder, just like the way you would set your under eye after applying like your highlighting concealer. You want to set it with a powder. If not, your eyeshadow is going to crease, especially if you are oily. It will crease if you don't set it. So if you are using a concealer, make sure that you are setting it after blending it out properly. If you are using a primer like this, you don't need to set, you just have to blend that out. I'm using my fingers to blend because I think that is just easier to work with. If I was using a brush, this would have been a struggle. My fingers are like the best way to apply primers, and I like to go in with my fingers to do that. And as you can see, I hope you guys can see me. I think I'm zoomed in enough. So I use this finger to take the product, distribute that all over my lid, and then go with my ring finger to just blend and blend and blend. I just blend it until I'm sure I have done a good enough job. After that, I'm going to go in with a brush. This is a clean brush. I don't have any product on it, and I'm just going to use this to smoothen it out, just to make sure that I don't have any harsh lines, any creases that my eyeshadow can potentially rest in. So I just, use the brush to ensure that I have blended it out properly. Now the exciting part begins. As a beginner, you want to start with a neutral palette like this. Don't go rainbow yet. Don't do that. Don't start with very colorful eyeshadow to learn how to apply your eyeshadow. I don't think that you will like the outcome of that. So just stick to neutral palettes like this. As you can see, this is a beautiful, beautiful nude palette. This particular one is from Morphe. Yeah, it's a Morphe palette. This is their, what's the name of this one? Oh Nude Ambition. It has very beautiful shades. It has very beautiful shades that work on dark skin. Now we are going to create a very neutral, soft, sexy eyeshadow look, something simple that any beginner can recreate. That's what we are going to be doing today, but you can use the same technique and steps that I show you in this video to create any kind of eyeshadow look that you want to create. I would also be sharing some tips at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But for now, the next step is to start with a transition shade, and you want to use a shade that is close to your skin tone, if not the same color as your skin. That's what you want to do. What a transition shade does is to create like a good just like the name implies, transition. It helps you blend the other colors in properly so that your eyeshadow look does not look patchy. So I'll be going in with this shade right here. I think it looks close to my skin tone. That's what I'm going to be using, and I will just apply this first in my crease and above. Placement is an important part of eyeshadow application, so you want to be careful with that as well. You want to know where to place what so that you don't look confused. You can apply your transition shade all over your lid if you want to, but I don't think that is necessary, because if you apply it all over your lid, it's going to take away some pigment from the color that you apply on your lid. So you just want to keep it in your crease and above. I forgot to mention that you have to use a fluffy brush like this. This is the best type of brush to use to apply your transition shade. This is what it looks like after application, and as you can see, it's not so far from my skin tone at all. After that, you want to go in with your crease color, and for your crease you want to use a color that is similar to the color you use for your transition but darker, really darker than that. So this is the color that we use for transition, and this is the color that I'm going to use in my crease, and I'm going to do that with this brush. Again, be mindful of where you are placing the product. Your crease is the area above your lid, just above your lid, that place that goes in and carves your eyeball. That's where your crease is, or that's what your crease is. I'm also going to bring the color down like this, just in my outer corner. Now, to make sure that everything is blended in properly, I'm going to go back in with that brush that I used to apply my transition shade. I'll take a bit of the transition shade that we used, and I'm going to use this to blend the outer corners properly. Just around, I don't know why I'm singing, but just around it, so that nobody knows where the color starts and ends. You just want to have one seamless blend that looks like a gradient. So you build the eyeshadow look like a gradient. At the end of the day, everything looks really seamless. Now to the star of the show, your eyelid shade. With your eyelid shade, you can use any color, like you can go crazy, but you want to keep in mind that you're complementing every other thing that you've applied on your face. Because of the color selections that I've made with my transition shade and my crease color, I cannot decide to use green. Do you get what I mean? Depending on the vibe that you're going for, you have to take that into consideration before you even begin. And you have the option to go matte or glitter, and I'm kind of confused about the one I want to go for, but I think I want to do matte with this look. I don't want to go in with any glitter. With a transition and crease shade like we used in this video, you can do gold, you can do silver, you can do pink, you can do like a bronzy brown sort of look. There are a lot of things that you can do with a base that looks like this, but for this video I think I'm going to go matte nude. So I'm going to use this shade, and to do that you need a brush that looks like this. This is a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to use this to pack color on the lid. This is giving too powdery, like the eyeshadow is really powdery, so I'm going to wet my brush and then use that. That did not work the way that I wanted it to work, so I'm going to change the brush and just go back to a dry one. Now we are looking like we're in ghost town. To fix that, I'm going to go back in with my crease brush and the shade we used in the crease and just repeat the same thing that we did before. Then the transition brush and the transition shade to blend that out. Now I'm going to complete the rest of the eye look. Eyeliner, then I'll go in with my mascara. Now I'm going to line my waterline with a gel eyeliner. Usually at this point I would have popped in some falsies, like false lashes, but I don't consider that a beginner skill, because even me, as someone who has been applying lashes for years, I still struggle with it sometimes. So I don't consider that as a beginner skill. But if you can manage that, you can just go ahead and apply falsies. If not, add an extra coat of mascara and you are good to go. Don't I look good? You don't really need falsies if you don't have to, but it elevates your look. I'm not going to lie, like it takes your look to a different level. You can definitely tell the difference with and without eyelashes. You can tell. So an extra coat of mascara does not cover for falsies. So again, this is how we are going to leave the eye look for this video. I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup and we'll be back. Okay, this is the finished look, guys. I think that it looks great. It came out great. I like the subtle smokiness that it's giving. It's clean, it's sexy, it's simple. I hope that it's easy enough for you guys to recreate at home. I really do hope so. Well, yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Let me know in the comments. I promised you some tips. Let's get into it. The first thing that I want to explain is something I already mentioned, which is that the techniques that I showed you in this video you can use to replicate other colorful looks. You just have to go in with colors that resemble each other, colors that complement each other, so that you don't end up looking like a clown. Always start with the lighter shade for whatever color wheel you are going for. Start with the lighter shade as your transition, then go in with like a darker shade for your crease, and for your eyelid you can go as loud as you are comfortable with. With your eyelid, I don't think that there's any limit to how loud you can go. If you apply very loud colors as a transition or crease color, it just looks weird in my opinion. Those colors are supposed to be light and deep to sort of give like depth to your eye look. So just keep that in mind when you are trying to replicate with other colors. The second tip that I have for you is for my people who cannot be bothered with all of the steps that we just did in this video. For people like that, or even for people who can do the steps but sometimes you just want to hurry out, do something simple, you don't want to, you know, do a lot, you just want one and go. There's something that you can do that works as well. I don't know if you guys have seen any of my video that I've done it before, but it's something that I've done multiple times here on my channel, and that is just to apply one shade all over my lid, and that's it. Usually I use a brown shade, just like the color we use in the crease. This color, I just apply it all over my lid. If you don't have a palette that looks like this, your bronzer can work as well. Hold on, this is a palette that I've owned for a very long time, and this color, which I usually use to bronze my face, is another shade that I use as well. So I can just go in with this on a brush and just apply this all over my lid, and that is good enough. Sometimes, most times when I do that, I go in with this shade in my outer corner just to give it a little bit of oomph. But I know that that step is not something that everybody is comfortable with. Some people don't like the inner tear duct thing, so if it's something that you like, you can add that to it. Just use a highlighter shade like this one has like a bit of shine to it. You can use something that's bronzy like this, you can use a pink shade, you can use white. Just whatever complements your skin will work, just to give your tear ducts that pop. So that's another eyeshadow tip that you guys can work with. The last tip is to have fun. Have fun with it. There is no hard or fast rules when it comes to makeup. People go as bold as they want, as dark as they want, as light as they want. You can just do anything you want, really. with your eyeshadow look. You can turn your makeup into like a signature thing. I've seen people play around with makeup and just apply it in a way that is unique to them. If that's something that you're interested in, you can just play around with colors, styles, techniques until you find something that works for you. Like I said, there are no rules to makeup. People break all of these steps and routines that I just outlined in this video. You don't have to do it that way. Just have fun, guys. Have fun with your makeup application. That is all I do with my makeup application. I love to apply makeup and I just have fun with it. That's it for this video, guys. Do not forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching. Also subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.